to Benjamin. My name is Brandon Natsky. We would like to welcome you to tonight's performance of Oklahoma. Teachers and students, along with parents, have put in many months of dedication to making this show possible. Please turn off your electronic devices or phones. Please supervise your children, as we would not like them to disturb the show. It is extremely important to keep the aisles clear and sit back, as actors and actresses will be entering and exiting the stage. No kids under 10 or unsupervised should be on the bleachers alone. Sit back and enjoy Benjamin Theater Club's production of Oklahoma.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling, everything going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their heads as they see me ride by, but a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling, everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day. Hi, Aunt Ellen.
Scare me to death. What are you doing around here?
Thought I'd come sing to you.
If I wasn't an old woman, if you wasn't so young and smart alecky, why, I'd marry you and get you to sit around at night and to sing to me.
No, you wouldn't neither, 'cause I wouldn't marry you, nor none of your kinfolks if I could help it.
Oh, none of my kinfolks, huh?
And you can tell them that, all of them, including that niece of yours, Miss Laurie Williams. And Ellen, if you knew where Laurie was at, well, would you tell me where she was at?
I wouldn't tell you at all, 'cause as far as I can make out, Lori ain't paying you no heed.
So she don't take much to me, huh? Where'd you get such an uppity niece that won't pay no heed to me? Who's the best bronc buster in this here territory?
You, I bet.
And the best bulldogger in 17 counties? Me, that's who. And looky here, I'm handsome, ain't I?
Purty as a pitcher.
Curly-headed, ain't I? And bow-legged from the saddle for God knows how long, ain't I?
Couldn't stop a pig in the road.
What else does she want then?
I don't know, but for sure certain it ain't you. Who you taking to the box social tonight?
Ain't thought that much about it.
Bet you came over to ask a Lori.
What if I did?
You asking me too? I'll wear my fascinator.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, I thought you was somebody. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Is this all that's come calm? And it's already 10 o'clock of a Saturday morning.
You know it was me before you opened the door.
No such of a thing.
You did too. You heard my voice and you know it was me.
I heard someone talking rumbly with Aunt Eller, and I heard someone singing like a bullfrog in a pond.
You know it was me, so you sitting there thinking up something mean to say.
I'm a good mind not to take you to the box social.
If you did ask me, I wouldn't go with you. Besides, how'd you take me? You ain't bought a new booger to throw the wheels onto it, have you?
No, I ain't.
And a spanking team with the bridles all jingling?
No.
Expect me to ride behind old Dunn, I guess. You better ask old Cummins girl you took to shine to over across the river.
If I was to ask you, there'd be a way to take you, Miss Lori Smarty.
Oh, they would.
When I take you out tonight with me, honey, here's the way it's gonna be. You will sit behind a team of snow white horses in the slickest gig you ever see.
Lance.
Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-stepping strutters. Nosy folks will peek through the shutters and their eyes will pop. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard genuine leather. With isinglass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. Two bright sidelights winking and blinking. Ain't no finer rig, I'm thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking that I care to swap for that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top.
Would you say the fringe was made of silk?
Wouldn't have no other kind but silk.
Has it really got two snow white horses?
One's like snow, the other's more like milk.
So you can tell them apart.
All the world will fly in a flurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. When we hit that road of leather, cats and dogs will dance in the heather. Birds and frogs will sing all together, and the toads will pop. The wind will whistle as we rattle along. The cows will moo in the clover. The river will ripple out a whispered song and whisper it over and over. Don't you wish you'd go on forever? Don't you wish you'd go on forever? Don't you wish you'd go on forever and it never stop in that shiny little Surrey with the fringe on the top?
You'd sure feel like a queen sitting up in that carriage.
Only she talked so mean to me earlier, and Ellen, I'm a good mind not to take her.
Ain't said I was going.
Ain't asked you.
Where'd you get such a rig at? I bet he went and hired a rig over at Claremore, thinking I'd go with him.
That's all you know about it.
Spent all his money hiring a rig, and now ain't got nobody to ride in it.
Did not hire it, made the whole thing up out of my head.
What made it up?
Dashboard and all.
Oh, get off the place, you. And Eller, tell him to get himself out of here telling me lies.
Making up a few, look out now. Making up a few purdies ain't against no law that I've ever heard of. Don't you wish there was such a rig though? Then you could go to a play party or hold down till you was in mind to. And when you was all worn out, I just lift you up onto the Surrey, jump up alongside you, and you just point the horses home. I can just picture the whole thing. I can see the stars getting blurry when we ride back home in the Surrey, riding slowly home in the Surrey with the fringe on top. I can feel the day getting older, feel a sleepy head near my shoulder, nodding, drooping close to my shoulder till it falls kerplop. The sun is swimming on the rim of a hill. The moon is taking the header. And just as I'm thinking all the earth is still, a lark will wake up in the meadow. Hush, you bird, my baby's a-sleepin'. Maybe got a dream worth worth the keeping. Whoa, you team, and just keep a creeping at a slow clip clop. Don't you hurry with the surrey with the fringe on the top.
Only there ain't no such rig. You said he made the whole thing up.
Well,
Why'd he come around here to stories and lies? Getting me all worked up that way. Talking about the sun, swimming on the heel, all like you was so. Who want to ride alongside of you? Anyway.
Why don't you just grab her and kiss her when she act that way, Curly? She just aching for you, I bet.
Oh, I won't even speak to him, but allow him to kiss me. The bragged, bow-legged, wishing at a sweetheart bum.
She likes you quite a lot.
if she'd like me anymore, she'd stick the dogs onto me.
You get the wagon hitched up?
What wagon?
These are a crowd of folks coming down from Bushy Head for the box social.
Curly said maybe you'll launch your big wagon to bring him up from the station.
Of course I would, if he'd asked me.
Got to talking about a lot of other things. I'll go get the team hitched if you say it's all right.
See what we brung you, Aunt Eller.
How will?
Hi, Aunt Eller.
What happened up at the fair? You do any good in steer open?
I did pretty good. I won it.
Good boy.
Always know you would.
Ain't nobody can sling a rope like our territory boys.
Can't stay but a minute, Aunt Eller. I gotta get over to Ada Annie's. I got $50.
$50? That's what they give you for prize money?
That's what.
Lands, if Ado Annie's pa keeps his promise, we'll be dancing at your wedding.
And if he don't keep his promise, I'll take him from right under his nose, and I won't give him the present I brought for him. Hey, fellers, look what I got for Ada Annie's paw. Excuse us, Aunt Eller. Now, you hold it up to your eye, like this. Let's get a good look. Turn at the top, and the picture changes.
I'll be side-gated.
They call it the Little Wonder.
Silly goats. Ain't no telling what you've been up to. Bet you carried on plenty in Kansas City.
I wouldn't call it carrying on, but I sure did see some things I'd never seen before. Got to Kansas City on a Friday. By Saturday I learned a thing or two. For up to then I didn't have an idea what the modern world was coming to. I counted 20 gas buggies going by themselves almost every time I took a walk. And then I put my ear to a bell telephone, and a strange woman started in to talk.
To you?
What next?
Yeah, what?
What next? Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They're going about as far as they can go. They went and built a skyscraper 7 stories high, about as high as a building ought to grow. Everything's like a dream in Kansas City. It's better than a Magic Lantern show. You can turn the radiator on whenever you want some heat. With every kind of comfort, every house is all complete. You can walk the privies in the rain and never wet your feet. They've gone about as far as they can go.
Yes, sir, they've gone about as far as they can go.
Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They're gone about as far as they can go. They got a big theater they call a Burley Q. 50 cents you can see a dandy show. One of the gals is very, very pretty. She danced around and really stole the show. She made me miss my Annie, and that really made me feel like packing up and leaving, cause my love for her is real. But I needed $50 to wed Annie, that's the deal, and that's about as far as I can go.
Yes, sir, and that's about as far as he can go.
Saw a couple fellas doing it. Haven't you heard? The waltz is through. Come on, Aunt Ellen. One and a two. 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 One and a two.
And that's about as far as I can go.
Yes, sir, and that's about as far as she can go.
Saw a couple fellas doing it in Kansas City. Called rec time.
You do. Whoa. Nice.
Woo! Try this one, fellas. Come on, y'all. Do-si do, Aunt Ellen. Looking good, Will. Come on. All hitched. Look, Curly, can't stay but a minute. I got to get over to Ado Annie's. I got $50.
Time we got to be going, boys. Thanks for the loan, Aunt Eller. Come on, Curly.
I'll catch up with you. And Eller, listen, I gotta know something. Who's the low, filthy sneak that Lori's got her cap set for?
You?
Never mind that. There must be plenty of men trying to spark her, and she surely leans to one of them, now don't she?
Well, there's that fine farmer, Jace Hutchins, just beside of Lone Ellen. And then that widow man at Claremores makes out he's a doctor or a veterinary.
That's what I thought. Hello, Judd.
And of course, there's someone near to home that got her on his mind most of the time, so you don't know a plow from a thrashing machine.
Him?
Yeah, Judd Fry.
That bullet-colored, growly man?
No, don't you go say nothing against him. He's the best hired hand I ever had. Just about runs the farm by himself. 2 women couldn't do it. You ought to know that.
Lori, take a man like that?
Ain't said she's took up with him.
Well, he's around all the time, ain't he? Lives here.
Lives in the smokehouse.
Changed my mind about cleaning the hen house today. Leaving it till tomorrow. Gotta quit early because I'm driving Lori over to the party tonight.
You're driving Lori?
Asked her.
Well, wouldn't that just make you bawl? Well, don't forget, Aunt Eller. You and me still got a date together. And if you make up a nice box of lunch, maybe I'll bid for it.
How we going, Curly? In that rig you made up, I'd rather straddle than light so we can light lightning bugs.
That there ain't no made-up rig, you hear? I hired it over to Claymore.
Lance, you did?
Sure did. Purty one, too. When I come calling for you after supper, make sure you got beauty spots fastened onto you proper. That's a right smart turnout. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With isinglass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather.
Oh, hey, Curly, tell the girls in Bush you had to stop by here and freshen up. It's a long way to Skidmore's. which means we'll have a lot of company. Better pack your lunch hamper.
Aunt Eller, don't go to Skidmore's play tonight. If you do, I'll have to adjust all alone.
That's the way you wanted it, ain't it?
No, I wanted it because Curly was so fresh.
Well, you picked your feller, I picked mine. You crazy youngin', stop acting like a chicken with his head cut off. Now you reckon that is drove up. It's that old peddler, the one that sold me that 8-beater.
He's got Ado Annie with him. Will Parker's Ado Annie.
You know what that old peddler told me? Told me that egg beater beat up eggs and wring out dish rags. And I don't know what all.
Yoo-hoo, Ado Annie!
Hold your horses, peddler man. I need to talk to you.
Hi, Aunt Eller.
Hi yourself.
Hello, Lori.
Hello. Will Parker's back from Kansas City. He's looking for you.
Will Parker? I didn't count on him being back so soon.
I can see that. But riding a piece?
The peddler man's gonna take me to the back social. I got up sort of a tasty lunch.
Ado Annie, have you took up with that peddler man?
Not yet.
But you're promised to Will Parker, ain't ya?
Not what you might say promised. I just told him maybe.
Well, don't you like him no more?
Of course I do. They won't never be nobody like Will.
Then what about this peddler man?
They won't never be nobody like him neither.
Well, which one do you like the best?
Whatever one I'm with.
Well, you are silly.
Now, Lori, you know they didn't nobody pay me no mind up to this year?
Well, what's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with it. I like it. I like it so much when a feller talks purty to me. I get all shaky from horn to hoof. Don't you?
Can't think of what you're talking about.
Don't you feel kind of sorry for a feller when he looks like he wants to kiss you?
Well, you just can't go on kissing every man that asked you. Didn't anybody ever tell you that?
Yeah, they told me. It ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do. I knowed what's right and wrong since I've been 10. I heard a lot of stories and I reckon they are true about how girls are put upon by men. I know I mustn't fall into the pit, but when I'm with a feller, I forget. I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix. I always say, come on, let's go, just when I ought to say nix. When a person tries to kiss a girl, I know she ought to give his face a smack. But as soon as someone kisses me, I somehow sorta wanna kiss him back. I'm just a fool when lights are low. I can't be prissy and quaint. I ain't the type that can faint. How can I be what I ain't? I can't say no. What you gonna do when a feller gets flirty and starts to talk purty? What you gonna do? S'posen Addie says at your lips are like cherries, or roses or berries. What you gonna do? S'posen Addie says at your sweeter and cream, and he's gotta have cream or die. What you gonna do when he talks that way? Spit in his eye? I'm just a girl who can't say no, can't seem to say it at all. I hate to disappoint a beau when he is paying a call. For a while I act refined and cool, a-settin' on the velveteen settee. And I think of that old golden rule and do for him what he would do for me. I can't resist a Romeo in a sombrero and chaps. Soon as I sit on their laps, something inside of me snaps. It's like I told you, I get sorry for him.
Well, I wouldn't feel sorry for any man, no matter what.
I'm sure sorry for poor Allie Hackham, looking at how Aunt Eller's yelling at him.
Allie Hackham? That's his name?
Yeah, it's Persian.
And you sure for certain you love him better than you love Will?
Well, I was short, and now Will has come back, and first thing you know, start talking purty to me and changing my mind back.
But Will wants to marry you.
So does Allie Hackham.
Has he asked you?
Not yet.
All right. If the egg beaters don't work, I give you something just as good.
Just as good, it's gotta be 1,000 million times better.
My, oh my, Miss Lottie, Gypsy crickets, how high you have grown up. Last time I come through here, you was tiny, like a shrimp with freckles. Now look at you, a beautiful lady.
Quit abandoning me. If you had no breakfast, go inside and eat yourself a green apple.
Now, Aunt Ella, just listen.
I ain't your Aunt Eller. Don't you call me your Aunt Eller, you little wart! I'm mad at you.
Now don't you go and be mad at me. Didn't I say I'd give you a present? Something to wear?
Foot. Wouldn't have it. What is it?
Real silk, made in Persia.
What I want with an old Persian scarf.
It looks awful pretty, Aunt Eller.
I'll try it on.
Now don't anybody want to buy something? How about you, Miss Lottie? A pretty young girl like you must be wanting something.
Me? Of course I want something. Want a buckle made out of shiny silver to fasten onto my shoes. Want a dress with lace. Want perfume. I want to be pretty. I want to smell like a honeysuckle vine.
Give her a cake of soap.
I want things I've heard of and never had before. A rubber tart buggy, a cut glass sugar bowl. Want things I can't tell you about. Not only things to look at and hold in your hands, but things to happen to you. Things so nice. If they ever did happen to you, your heart just quit a beating. You'd fall down dead.
I've got just the thing. The elixir of Egypt.
What's that?
Secret formula belonged to Pharaoh's daughter.
Smelling salts.
But a special kind of smelling salts. Read what it says on the label. Take a deep breath and you see everything clear. That's what Pharaoh's daughter used to do when she had a hard problem to decide, like what dress she ought to wear or what prince she ought to marry. She'd take a whiff of that.
I'll take a bottle of that, Mr. Peddler.
Precious stuff.
How much?
2 bits.
Throwing away your money.
Helps you decide what to do.
Now, don't you want me to show you some pretty doodads with a lace around the bottom and the ribbons running in and out?
You mean fancy drawers?
All made in Paris.
I'll never wear that kind myself, but I sure do like to look at them. Bring your trappings inside, and maybe I can find you something to eat and drink.
Well, ask him why don't you?
Allie, Lori and me've been having an argument
About what, baby?
about if you want to marry me. You see, I knew I was right and Lori was wrong. You do want to marry me, don't you?
What did you say?
I said you do want to marry me, don't you? What did you say?
I did not say nothing.
Oh, Susanna, you, Ado Annie, I'm back.
Oh, Foot, just when... Lo, Will, that's Will Parker. Promise me you won't fight him.
Why fight? I never saw the man before.
Oh, Ado Annie, how's my honey bunch? How's the sweetest 110 pounds sugar in the territory?
Will, this is Allie Hackham.
Hiya, Hack. Don't mind the way I talk's all right. I'm gonna marry her.
Marry her? On purpose?
Well, sure.
No such of a thing.
It's a wonderful thing to be married.
Look, Will.
Look, Will, nothing. You know what I got for prize money at the fair? $50.
Well, that was good. $50?
Catch on? Your pa said I could marry you if I could get $50.
That's right, he did.
Know what I'd done with it? Spent it all on presents for you.
But if you spent it, you ain't got the cash.
What I've got is worth more than cash. The fellow who sold me it told me.
But Will.
Stop saying but Will. Oh, wait, oh, Annie, honey. You ain't been off my mind since I left. The whole time at the fairgrounds, even when I was roping steers, roping on the hooves, pulling up sharp, and I'd think of you.
Don't start talking pretty, Will.
Seen a lot of beautiful gals in Kansas City, didn't give one a look.
How could you see him if you didn't give him a look?
Me and I didn't look loving at him, like I look at you.
Don't look like that, Will. I can't bear it.
Won't stop looking like this till you give me a little old kiss.
Oh, what's a little kiss?
Nothing unless it comes from you.
You do talk pretty. No, I won't.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way.
Hey, Curly, better get the wagon down the trough and get the team some water.
Right away, Aunt Eller.
Can I come too? Just love to watch the way you handle horses.
That's about all I can handle, I reckon.
Oh, I can't believe that, Curly. Not from what I heard about you.
Looks like Curly's stuck up with that Cummins girl.
What I hear about that? Why should a woman who is healthy and strong blubber like a baby if her man goes away? Weeping and wailing how he's done her wrong. That's the one thing you'll never hear me say. Never gonna think that the man I lose is the only man among men. I'll snap my fingers, show I don't care. I'll buy me a brand new dress to wear. I'll scrub my neck and I'll brush my hair and start all over again. Many a new face will please my eye. Many a new love will find me. Never I once look back to sigh of the romance behind me. Many a new day will dawn before I do. Many a light lad may kiss and fly. Kiss gone by is bygone. Never I asked in August sky, where has last July gone? Never I wander through the rye, wondering where has some guy gone? Many a new day will dawn before I do.
Hackham.
Hello, kiddo.
I'm sure sorry to see you so happy now, because what I gotta say is gonna make you miserable. I got to marry Will.
Why, that's sad news for me. Well, he is a fine fellow.
Don't hide your feelings, Allie. I can't stand it. I'd rather you just come out and say your heart is busted in two.
Are you sure you got to marry Will?
Sure shooting.
And there is no chance for you to change your minds?
No chance.
Then my heart is busted in two.
Oh, Allie, you do make up pretty things to say.
That you, Annie?
Hello, Pa.
That true what I hear about Will Parker getting $50?
That's right, Pa, and he wants to hold you to your promise.
Too bad. Still and all, I can't go back on my word.
See, Allie?
Now, I advise you to get that money off of him before he loses it all.
But, Pa, he ain't exactly kept it. He spent it all on presents.
See? What did it tell you? Now he can't have you. It had to be $50 cash.
But Mr. Carnes, is that fair?
Who are you?
This is Allie Hackham.
Well, shut your face, or I'll fill your behind so full of buckshot you'll be walking around like a duck for the rest of your life.
Allie, if I don't have to marry Will, maybe your heart don't have to be busted in two like you said.
I did not say that.
Oh, yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Are you trying to make up my daughter to be a liar?
No, I am just making it clear what a liar I am if she is telling the truth.
What else you been saying about my daughter?
Oh, an awful lot.
That's enough. In this part of the country, that better be a proposal of marriage.
That's what I thought.
Is that what you think?
Look, Mr. Carnes.
I'm looking.
I'm a peddler. I'm no goods. A peddler travels up and down and all around, and you'd hardly ever see your daughter no more.
That'd be okay. Take care of her, son. Take care of my little rosebud.
Oh, that's pretty, Pa. Are you sure for certain you can bear to let me go, Pa?
Yes, are you sure, Mr. Carnes?
Just you try to change my mind.
Oh, Allie, ain't it wonderful? Pa making up his mind for us? He won't change neither. Once he gives his word that you can have me, why, you got me.
I know, I got you.
Mrs. Allie Hackham, the peddler's bride. Wait till I tell the girls.
Trapped, tricked, hoodwinked, ambushed. Ago, I am free, like a breeze, free like a bird in the woods and wilds, free like a gypsy, free like a child. I'm unattached. $20 ago, I can do what I please, flick my cigar ashes on a rug, dunk with a donut, drink from a jug. I'm a happy man. I'm minding my own business like I oughta. Ain't meaning any harm to anyone. I'm talking to a certain farmer's daughter. Then I'm looking down the muzzle of a gun. It's good so you can't have any fun. Every daughter has a father's son. It's a scandal, it's an outrage, how a gal gets a husband today. If you make one mistake when the moon is bright, then they'll tie you to a contract so you'll be there every night. It's a scandal, it's an outrage, when her family surround you and say, you gotta take and make an honest woman out of now. To make her honest, she will lie like no one can tell. It's a scandal, it's an outrage, on our manhood. It's a blot. Me? Yes, you. Get out of here. It's a scandal. It's an outrage. Just a wink and a kiss and you're through. You're a mess and in less than a year. By heck, there's a baby on your shoulder making bubbles on your neck. It's a scandal. It's an outrage. It's a problem we must solve. A rooster in a chicken coop is better off than men, 'cause he ate the special property of just one hen. It's a scandal, it's an outrage, it's a problem we must solve. We've gotta start a revolution.
All right, boys,
Hello, Lori. Just packing your hamper now?
I've been busy.
You got gooseberry tarts too. Wonder if they is as light as mine. Mine like to float away if you blew on them.
I did blew one of mine, and it blew into 1,000,000 pieces.
Ain't she funny? Yay!
Gertie, better come inside and cool off.
You coming inside with me, Curly?
Not just yet.
Well, don't forget, when the auction starts tonight, mine's the biggest hamper. Yay!
So, that's the Comus girl I heard so much talk of.
You've seen her before, ain't you?
Yeah, but not before she got so old. Never did see anybody get so peaked looking in such a short time.
Yeah, and she says she's 18. I bet you she's 19.
What you got in your hamper?
It's just some old meat pies and apple jelly. Nothing like what Gertie Cummins has in her basket.
Are you really going to the box social with that Judd feller?
Reckon so. Why?
Nothing. It's just that everybody seems to expect me to take you.
Then maybe it's just as well you ain't. We don't want people talking about us, do we?
You think people do talk about us?
Oh, you know how they are. Like a swarm of mudwasps. Always gotta be buzzing about something.
Well, what are they saying? That you're stuck on me?
Most of the talk is that you're stuck on me.
I can't imagine how these ugly rumors start.
Me neither. Why do they think up stories that link my name with yours?
Why do the neighbors gossip all day behind their doors?
I know a way to prove what they say is quite untrue. Here is the gist, a practical list of don'ts for you. Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much.
And Eller?
Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love.
Who laughs at your jokes?
Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes must move like mine. People will say we're in love. Don't start collecting things.
Like what?
Give me my rose and my crown. Sweetheart, they're suspecting things. People will say we're in love.
Some people claim that you are to blame as much as I. Why do you take the trouble to bake my favorite pie? Granting your wish, I carved our initials on that tree. Just keep a slice of all the advice you give so free. Don't praise my charm too much. Don't look so vain with me. Don't stand in the rain with me. People will say we're in love. Don't take my arm too much. Don't keep your hand in mine. Your hand feels so grand in mine. People will say we're in love. Don't dance all night with me till the stars fade from above. They'll see it's alright with me. People will say we're in love. Don't you reckon you could go tell Judd you'd rather go with me?
Curly, No, I couldn't.
Oh, you couldn't? Think I'll go down to the smokehouse where Judd's at. See what's so elegant about him. Makes girls want to go to parties with him.
Curly?
What?
Nothing. Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes must.
You got your hamper packed?
And Eller, yes, nearly.
Like a hanky?
What I want with an old hanky.
You got a smudge on your cheek, just under your eye.
Well, open it, can't you?
Howdy.
What do you want?
Just finished my work up at the house. Thought I'd pay a call. Let's see now. Where was it you worked at before you come up here? Up by Quapaw, wasn't it?
Yeah, and before that over by Tulsa. Lousy they was to me, always making out they was better, treating me like dirt.
And what'd you do? Get even?
Who said anything about getting even?
Nothing, just coming to my head.
If it ever come to getting even with anybody, I'd know how to do it.
Get a little air in here.
You ain't told me yet what business you had here. We got no cattle to sell, nor no cow ponies. The oat crop's done spoke for.
You sure relieve my mind considerable.
There's only one thing on this farm that you could want, and it better not be that.
But that's just what it is.
Better not be. You keep away from her, you hear?
You know, somebody ought to tell Lori what kind of man you were. And for that matter, somebody ought to tell you once about yourself.
You better get out of here, Curly.
A fella wouldn't feel safe in here with you if he didn't know you. But I know you, Judd.
Well, ain't you a pair of purty youngins to pick away at knotholes and scaring everybody to death? Or to give you a good Dutch rubbing on some of the craziest side of you. It's all right. Nobody hurt. Just a pair of fools swapping noises.
Mind if I visit with you gents for a while? It's good to get away from the woman folks. I got a few purties, special knickknacks for the men folks.
I'll see you gentlemen later. I gotta get a surrey I hired for tonight.
Who you think you're taking in that surrey?
Ann Eller, And Lori, she'll go with me.
She won't.
Maybe she will.
She promised to go with me, and she better not change her mind. She better not.
Postcards.
Don't want none right now. Ever hear of one of them things you call the Little Wonder? It's a thing you hold up to your eyes to see pictures. Only that ain't all there is to it. Not quite. You see, it's got a little thingamajigger, and you touch it, and out springs a sharp blade.
On a spring, eh?
You say to a feller, look through this. And when he's looking, you snap out the blade. It's just above his chest, and bang! Down you come!
A good joke to play on a friend. I don't like to handle things like that. Too dangerous. What I'd really like to show you is my new stock of postcards.
Don't want none. Made up my mind. Don't want nothing from no peddler. Want real things. What am I doing shut up here?
In your future, I see a dark, handsome man.
Girls, could you go and tell fortune somewhere else? I gotta be here by myself.
She bought out those smelling salts the peddler tried to sell us.
Ain't no smelling salts. It's gonna make up my mind for me. Look at me take a good whiff now.
That's the camphor. Yay!
Please, girls, go away.
Hey, Lori, is it true you're letting Judd take you instead of Curly?
Tell you better and I see everything out more clear. Beginning to see things clear already.
I can tell you what you want. Out of your dreams and into his arms you long to fly. Out of your dreams and into the hush of falling shadow, when the mist is low and stars are breaking through, then out of your dreams you go into a dream come true. Make up your mind, Lori, Lori dear. Make up your own story, Lori dear. Old Pharaoh's daughter won't tell you what to do. As your heart
Wake up, Lori. It's time to start for the party.
Cowman should be friends. So the farmer and the cowman should be friends. One man likes to push a plow, the other likes to chase a cow. That's no reason why they can't be friends. Territory folks should stick together. Territory folks should all be pals. Cowboys dance with the farmer's daughters. Farmers dance with the rancher's gals.
Territory folks should stick together. Territory folks should all be pals. Cowboys dance with the farmer's daughters. Farmers dance with the rancher's gals.
Well, say it.
He come out west and made a lot of changes.
You go out west and build a lot of fences and built them right across our cattle ranges.
On those deer scratchers, same as where they belong.
We got as much right here.
Gentlemen,
The farmer is a good and fair citizen. No matter what the cowman says he thinks, he'll help him see I'm drinking in a bar room.
Unless somebody else is buying drinks.
the farmer and the cowman should be friends. So the farmer and the cowman should be friends. When the cowman works cows, the farmer steals her butter and cheese, but that's no reason why they can't be friends.
Territory folks should stick together. Territory folks should all be pals. Cowboys dance with the farmer's daughters. Farmers dance with the rancher's gals.
I like to say a word for the cowboy. The road he treads is difficult and stony. He rides on days on end with just a pony full of friends.
I sure am feeling sorry for the pony.
The farmer should be sociable with the cowboy. If he rides on by and asks for food and water, don't treat him like a louse, make him welcome in your house.
I'm sure that you like his wife and daughter.
He can say what he wants.
Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends. Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends.
and the cowman should be friends.
Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends. One man likes to push a plow, the other likes to chase a cow, but that's no reason why they can't be friends.
And when this territory is a state and joins the union just like all the others, the farmer and the cowman and the merchant should all be in the South and act like brothers.
I like to teach you all a little saying and learn the words by heart the way you should. I ain't said I'm no better than anybody else, but I'll be darned if I am just as good.
I don't say I'm no better than anybody else, but I'll be darned if I ain't just as good. Tear their folk should stick together, tear their folk should all be pals. Cowboys dance with the farmer's daughters, farmers dance with ranchers' gals.
Come on, everybody. Time to show the back social.
I'm so hungry I need a gate post. Who's going to be the auctioneer this year?
Ann Eller.
Let one of the men be the auctioneer.
You should do it.
All right then. Now that you know the rules, gentlemen, you gotta bid blind. You ain't supposed to know about girl, goes to will hamper. And of course, if your sweetheart has told you that hers will be done up in some sort of way with a certain color ribbon, that ain't my fault. Now we'll auction all the hampers on the other side of the house and work around back here. Follow me.
Hello, young feller.
Oh, it's you.
I've been looking for you. It seems like me and you have something to talk about.
We only have one thing to talk about, Mr. Hackham. Seems like you got yourself engaged to Ada Annie.
Well,
Nothing. I don't know what to call you. You ain't purty enough for a skunk. You're not skinny enough for a snake. Too big to be a mouse. Too little to be a man. I reckon you're a rat.
that's logical.
Let me ask you one question. Do you really love her?
Well,
Because if I thought you didn't, I'd tie you up in this bag here and drop you in the river. Are you serious about her?
yes, I'm serious.
And do you worship the ground that she walks on like I do? This answer better be yes.
Yes, yes.
And would you spend every cent you had in the world for her? That's what I did. See this bag here? Cost me $50. All I had in the world.
If you had that $50 cash,
I'd have Ada Annie and you'd lose her.
yes, I'd lose her. Well, let's see what you got in there. Might want to buy something.
What would you want with them?
I'm a peddler, ain't I? I buy and sell. Maybe pay you real money. As much as, well, a lot. What a nice hot water bag. Looks French. I'll give you $8 for it.
$8? That wouldn't be honest. I only paid $3.50.
I said I'd give you 8, and I will. Say, that's a cracker, Jake.
Take your hands off that.
Mighty dainty. I'll give you $22.
But them,
$22.50, not a cent more.
that was for her to wear.
I didn't hardly think they was for you. 15. Now let's see. 8 and 22 makes 30, and 15 makes 45, and 50 cents makes $45.50.
$45.50. Well, want to buy some more?
Mites.
Ever seen one of these?
Why would you have one of those? You got it in for somebody?
It's just a funny picture.
Well, it's more than that. If you,
Where's everybody? Where's Ann Eller?
She's on the other side of the house, Lori.
Where'd you run to?
How much you give me for this thing?
I don't like to handle things like that.
Either of you two see Lori?
Yeah, I just went to the other side of the house. Auction's going on there.
Hey, Judd, here's one of those things you was looking for, the Little Wonder.
How much?
$3.50.
Lot of money, but I got an idea it might be worth it.
Now let's see. $3.50 from him and $4.50 from you. That makes $50, don't it?
No, $1 short.
Dang it. Must have figured wrong. How much for the rest of the stuff in this bag?
$1.
Done. Now that I got $50, I can marry Ada Annie.
You wouldn't do a thing like that to me.
Oh, would I? And once I tell her pa who I got most of the money off of, I bet I'll change his mind over who's smart and who's dumb.
Why, you certainly buncoed me, young feller.
Now here's the last two hampers. Whose they are, I ain't got no ID.
The little one's mine, and the one next to it's Lori's.
Well, that's the end of that secret. What am I bid for 808 in his hamper?
2 bits. 4.
Who said 6? You, Slim? Ain't nobody hungry no more? What about you, peddler man, 6 bits?
No.
Come on.
6 bits.
6 bits ain't enough for a lunch like 808 can make. Let's hear $1. What about you, Mike? You won her last year.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, 808, you got that same sweet potato pie like last year?
You bet.
Same old sweet potato pie, Mike. What do you say?
I say give me a 3-day bellyache.
Never mind about that. Who bids $1?
Bid.
Why bid? I got that for 6 bits.
Bid $1.
90 cents.
90 cents. We're getting rich. Another desk for the schoolhouse. Do I hear any more?
You hear? $50.
Hey, $50? Nobody ever bid $50 for a lunch before. Nobody ever bid 10.
You ain't got $50.
Oh, yes, I do. Right here in my pocket.
But where's your money?
Right here.
It ain't yours, you just bid it.
Well, that ain't fair.
Going. $50 going.
51.
50. Wait. If I don't bid anymore, I can keep my money?
Sure can.
Then that's mine.
You feeble-minded peddler man.
Going for $51, and that means 808 gets the prize. I guess.
And I get 80 Annie.
And what are you getting for your $51?
A 3-day bellyache.
Now here's my niece's hamper. I took a peek inside a while ago, and I must say, it looks mighty tasty. What do I hear, gents?
2 bits.
4 bits.
What'd you say, Slim? 6?
I bid $1.
More like it. Do I hear 2?
$1.25.
$2.
$2.50.
$3.
And 2 bits.
$3 and 4 bits.
$4.
And 2 bits.
4.25. Ain't I gonna hear any more? I got a bid for 4.25 from Judd Fry. You gonna let him have it?
4.5.
Going for 4.5. Going.
$4.75.
4.75. Come on, gentlemen. Schoolhouse ain't even built yet. Gotta get a nice chimbley.
$5.
Going for $5. Going.
And 2 bits.
5.25. Ain't got nearly enough yet. Not for cold duck with stuffing and that lemon meringue pie.
Too rich from
$6.
Rablock. Can't afford no more.
Do I hear more?
No, they all dropped out, can't you see?
You got enough, Aunt Eller?
Let's get on.
Here's the money.
Hold on, you. I ain't said gone yet.
Well, say it.
Going to Judd Fry for $6 and 2 bits. Going.
Who'd you say was getting Laurie's?
Judd Fry,
And for how much?
6.25.
I don't reckon that's quite enough, do you?
It's more than you got.
Got a saddle here. Cost me $30.
You can't bid saddles. Gotta be cash.
$30 saddle must be worth something to somebody.
I'll give you $10 for it.
Don't be a fool, boy. You can't make a living without a saddle.
Sold. All right, Aunt Eller. I'm bidding all this $10 Joe just give me.
Going for $10. Going.
$10 and 2 bits.
Curly.
Most of you boys know my horse, Dun. She's a kind of nice horse. She's gentle and well-bred.
Don't sell Dun, Curly. It ain't worth it.
I'll give you 25 for her.
All right, I'll sell Dun to you. That makes my bid 35, Aunt Eller.
Curly, you're crazy, but it's all for the schoolhouse, all for education and learning. Going for 35. Going.
Hold on. I ain't finished bidding yet. You just put up everything you got in the world, didn't you? So, Aunt Eller, I'm just as reckless as Curly McLean, I guess. Just as good at getting what I want. Gonna bet all I got in the world. All I saved for 2 years doing farm work. All for Lori. Here it is. $42.31.
Anybody want to buy a gun? Bought a brand new last Thanksgiving. Worth a lot. Nice one, too.
Give you $18 for it.
Sold. That makes my bid 53, Aunt Eller.
Going. What's the matter with you folks? Ain't nobody gonna cheer none?
That's the idea. The farmer and the cowman should be friends. We lost the bid, but bidding was fair. Now, cowman, shake the farmer's hand.
I'll shake hands. No hard feelings, Curly.
That's better.
Hey, Curly, I want to show you something. Excuse us, Lori. Ever seen one of these things?
No, just what is that?
Something special. You hold this up to your eye, like this. See?
Curly, what are you doing?
Doing? Nothing much. What are you gonna come and squeal at a man like that for? You scare the liver and lights out of a feller.
Well, stop looking at those old French pictures and ask me for a dance. You brung me to the party, didn't you?
Yeah, all right, you silly old woman. I'll dance with you. Dance you across the whole meadow if you want.
Pick at the banjo to pieces, Sam.
Well, Ada Annie, now that I got $50, name the date.
August 15th.
Why August 15th?
That was the first day I was kissed.
Was it? I don't remember that.
You wasn't there.
Oh. Well, you gotta stop having fun with other fellers. Was that offer when fellers offer you a buggy ride?
I'll give an imitation of a crawfish and dig myself a hole where I can hide.
I heard how you were kicking up some capers when I was off in Kansas City, Mo.
No?
I'd heard some things you couldn't print in papers from fellers who've been talking like they know.
Foot. I only did the kind of things I order, sorta. To you I was as faithful as can be. For me, them stories about the way I lost my senses, rumors, a lot of tempest in a pot of tea.
The whole thing don't sound very good to me.
Well, you see,
I go and sow my last wild oat. I cut out all shenanigans. I save my money, don't gamble and drink in the back room down at Flanagan's. I give up a lot of other things that a gentleman never mentions. Before any more, I want to know your intentions. With me, it's all or nothing. Is it all or nothing with you? It can't be in between, it can't be now and then. No F enough romance will do. I'm a one-woman man, home-loving type, all complete with slippers and pipe. Take me like I am or leave me be. If you can't give me all, give me nothing. And nothing's what you'll get from me.
not even something.
Nothing's what you'll get from me.
It can't be in between. It can't be now and then.
No F enough romance will do.
Would you build me a house all painted white, cute and clean and pretty and bright?
Big enough for two, enough for three.
Supposing that we should have a third one.
He better look a lot like me.
The spinning image.
He better look a lot like me.
With you, it's all or nothing. All for you and nothing for me. But if a wife is wise, she's gotta realize that men like you are wild and free. So I ain't gonna fuss, ain't gonna frown. Have your fun, go out on the town. Stay up late and don't come home till 3. And go right off to sleep if you're sleepy. There's no use waiting up for me.
Oh, Annie,
No use waiting up for me.
come on and kiss me.
No.
Why we stopped and thought you wanted to dance?
Want to talk to you. What made you slap that whip on the old lady and nearly made her run away? What was your hurry?
Afraid I'll be late to the party.
You didn't want to be with me by yourself. Not a minute more than you had to.
Why, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm with you by myself now, ain't I?
You wouldn't have been if you could have got out of it. Mornings you stay hid in your room all the time. Nights you sit in the front room and won't get out of Aunt Eller's sight. Last time I see you alone, it was winter, with the snow 6 inches deep in drifts when I was sick. You brought me that hot soup out to the smokehouse and gave it to me in bed. I hadn't shaved in 2 days. You asked me if I had any fever, and you put your hand on my head to see.
I remember.
Do you? I remember everything you ever done, every word you ever said. Can't think of nothing else. See? See how it is? Ain't good enough, am I? I'm a hard hand, got dirt on my hands. You're better. So much better, yeah. We'll see who's better, Miss Lori.
Are you making threats to me? You think so much of being a hired hand. I'll tell you something. Just rest your brain, Mr. Judd. You ain't a hired hand for me no more. Pack up your Judds and scoot. I have better ideas than that. You want to come on this place again, you hear me? I'll send your stuff any place you say, but don't you so much as set foot inside the pasture gates, or I'll sick the dogs onto you!
Said your say. Brought it on yourself.
Who's that?
It's me, Lori. Have you seen Ada Annie? She's gone again.
Will, could you do something for me? Go and find Curly and tell him here. I gotta see Curly awful bad. I just gotta see him.
Then why don't you turn around and look, you crazy woman?
Curly.
You find yours, I gotta go hunt for mine.
Now what on earth is ailing the Bella Claymore? By gum, if you ain't crying.
Curly, I'm afraid for my life.
Jumping toadstools.
Don't you leave me.
I won't.
Don't mind me a crying. I can't help it.
You can cry your eyes out.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
Here, I'll show you. My goodness. Get away from me.
You don't like me, Curly.
Like you, get away from me, you. Plumb away from me.
Curly, you're sitting on the stove.
Ah! It's as cold as a hunk of ice.
Wish you'd have burnt a hole in your pants.
Oh, you do ya?
You heard me.
Now, Lori, you stand right over there where you were, and I'll sit over here, and you tell me what you wanted with me.
Well, Judd was here. He scared me. He's crazy. I never saw nobody like him. He talked wild, and he threatened me, so I fired him. Wished I hadn't. Ain't no telling what he'll do now.
You fired him. Well, then, that's all there is to it. Tomorrow morning, I'll get you a new hired hand. I'll even stay in the place myself tonight if you're afraid of that hound dog. Now quit your worrying about it. Hey, while I think of it, how about marrying me?
Gracious. What I want to marry you for?
Well, couldn't you maybe think of some reason why you might?
Can't think of nothing right now, hardly.
Lori, please, ma'am, marry me. I don't know what I'll do if you don't.
Curly, I'll marry you if you want me to.
I'll be the happiest man alive as soon as we're married. Oh, I gotta learn to be a farmer now. I see that. Quit thinking of throwing rope and start getting my hands blistered a new way. Oh, things is a-changing right and left. Buy up mowing machines, cut down prairies, shoe your horses, drag them plows into the sod. They're gonna make a state out of this territory, put it in with the Union. Whole country's a-changing. Gotta change with it. Bring up a pair of boys, new stock, to keep with the way things are going in this here crazy country. And now I got you to help me. I'll mount to something yet. I remember the first time I ever saw you. It was at the fair. You was riding that gray filly of blue stars, and I says to someone, "Who's that skinny little thing with the bang hanging down in her forehead?"
I remember. You was riding broncs that day.
That's right.
And one of them throwed you.
Did not throw me.
Guess you just jumped off then.
Sure, I jumped off.
You sure did.
Hey, if there's anybody out there that can hear my voice, I'd like for you to know that Miss Lori Williams is my girl.
Curly.
And she's went and got me to ask her to marry her.
You're the way to Katusi.
Let 'em. Let people say we're in love. Starlight looks well on us.
Just keep your hand in mine. Your hand feels so grand tonight.
Let people say we're in love. Starlight looks well on us. Let the stars beam from above. Who cares if they tell on us? Let people say we're in love.
I'll say goodbye here, baby.
Can't you even stay to drink to Curly and Lori?
Time for the lonely gypsy to get back on the open roads.
Wished I was going, then you wouldn't be so lonely.
Look, Edo Annie, there is a man I know who loves you more than nothing love nobody.
Allie.
A man who will stick to you all your life. And that's the man for you, Will Parker.
Oh, well, I like Will a lot.
He is a fine fellow, strong like an ox, young and handsome.
I love him all right.
Of course you do. And you love those clear blue eyes of his, and the way his mouth wrinkles up when he smiles.
Do you love him too?
I love him because he will make my Edo Annie happy. I will show you how we say goodbye in Persia. Goodbye.
That was goodbye.
We have a song in Persia. One goodbye is never enough. Goodbye.
Hello, Will. Allie's saying goodbye.
Ah, Will, I wanted to say goodbye to you too.
No, you don't. I just saw the last one.
You were made for each other. You be good to her, Will, and you be good to him too. Time for the poor gypsy to get back on the big open roads. Goodbye, my baby.
You're never gonna think of that old peddler man anymore, are you?
Of course not. Never think of nobody less than he's with me.
Then I'm never gonna leave your side.
Hey, Andrew, why don't you come back to the barn and get ready for the wedding party with us?
Been scared that Judd Fry will come for Curly.
Why, Judd Fry's been out of territory for 3 weeks.
He's back. Seen him at Claremores last night.
Let's have 3 cheers for the happy couple. Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray! Hey, Curly, was you scared when the preacher asked you, do you take this here woman?
I was scared he wouldn't say it.
Was afraid Curly back out on me.
There couldn't be a better time to start in life.
It ain't too early and it ain't too late.
Starting as a farmer with a brand new wife.
Soon be living brand new state.
Brand new state, gonna treat you great.
Gonna give you barley, carrots, and potatoes.
Cattle, spinach, and tomatoes.
Flowers on the prairie where the June bugs zoom.
Plenty of air and plenty of room.
Plenty of room to swing a rope.
Plenty of heart and plenty of hope.
Oak, the home where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oak, the home every night my honey lemon and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yeah, I-F-I-O-E-A, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay.
Oklahoma where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Oklahoma where the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes
Right behind the rain.
Oklahoma every night, my honey lemon night.
Every night we
sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yeah, I-F-I-O-E-A, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay. Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. When we say, yeah, I-F-I-O-E-A, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma, yeah!
Hurry and pack your own duds. They're all over my room.
Hey, Will, could you do a favor for me? Sure can. Could you go get the team hitched up to the Surrey?
Get it done in a jiffy.
He's gone upstairs.
What you gonna do, Paul? Really a shivery? I wish you wouldn't.
It's an old custom. Ain't never hurt nobody. You women just keep out of the way. Vermouth.
Thought you was in Bushyhead.
Just come from there.
Too bad you missed Lori's wedding.
Been having one of my own.
Lance, who'd you marry? Where is he?
That him? That's him. Allie Hackam? Do you see my ring, girls?
How long you been married?
4 days. 4 days with that laugh should count as a golden wedding.
But if you married her, you must have wanted to.
Sure, I wanted to. When the moon was shining and her father was there, I thought, why not? Now I know why not.
Allie ain't going to travel around the country no more. I decided he ought to settle down and run Papa's store.
Hey, Will, did you hear the news? Gertie married the peddler.
Mighty glad to hear that one, peddler man.
Wedding party still going on? Glad I ain't too late. Got a present for the groom. But first I want to kiss the bride. And here's my present for you.
Curly!
He's knocked out cold, must have hit his head.
I'm gonna bring him to my rig. I drive him over to Dr. Tyler's.
I gotta go see if there's anything more that can be done for him. Take care of her, Aunt Eller.
Don't see why this had to happen when everything was so fine.
Don't let your mind run on it. You gotta be hardy. You don't deserve the sweet and tender laugh unless you're tough.
I wish I was the way you are.
Fiddlesticks, scrawny and old, you couldn't hire me to be the way I am.
What would I do without you? You're such a crazy.
As sure as you're born.
Is he okay?
He'll be all right. Let's have 3 cheers for the happy couple. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!